Hello everybody and welcome back to Automation and BeamNG Drive as well, of course. If you guys haven't heard already, BeamNG Drive 0.29 has just come out, and apart from all the gambler stuff, we've also gotten a new soccer mom car called the Soliad Lansdale, and today in Automation we're building a competitor to it. Building this competitor, we want to make sure we're using the same year, got the same price, and a similar engine. And for the rest, let's get right in. So as you can see, year is 1996. That's the same year as the Soliad Lansdale. And we're just going to go for some regular stuff here, you know, front transverse, same. McPherson strut and solid axle coil. Want to keep this cheap. So I've got the engine finished up here, and now the cool thing that we're doing today is that we're not actually just building one regular competitor with this body which has slightly more of a wedge than the actual Soliad Lansdale. I'm pretty sure this is like an Oldsmobile silhouette body. That's disgusting, of course. Anyways, we are using it. As I was saying, the cool thing that we're doing today is that we're building actually 3 different competitors. Well, we're building 3 different variants of this vehicle, and they're going to compete against 3 different variants of the Soliad Lansdale. So we're building a competitor to the base model, to the facelifted base model, and to the 4.4 liter V8 special model. So that's going to be pretty cool. As I was saying, the engine over here, we have around 203 Nm of torque and 145 horsepower, similar digits to the Soliad Lansdale. Let's take a listen. Yeah, pretty average, right? Anyways, we can just continue here. Designing is going to happen in a second. We are front wheel drive automatic 3-speed, which is absolutely disgusting. Top speed right now sits at around 220. That's a bit more than I expected. Nice. Gonna want some high spacing because otherwise the 3-speed is not going to let us move at all. Open differentials, of course. And now we want these small wheels. Look at that. And this right here is looking exactly like the brake setup we want. It's an MPV. Front brakes are important, the rear brakes are definitely not, and in aerodynamics, you know, it's a wedge, still it has no aerodynamics, of course. We want a 3rd row of seats, so that's going to be pretty cool, and we're actually going to have 2 seats in the 2nd row as well. You'll see more of that in a second, and you'll know that if you've also actually seen the actual Soliad Lansdale. Going to copy it a little bit there. Going to go for a standard interior, and then just a basic CD. Don't need to get all fancy there. Probably some power steering, otherwise we're never going to be able to move anywhere. We are going to give it ABS, and now here we're actually going to give it advanced 60s safety, and you're gonna see why. Basically, advanced safety, no matter what year it's in, it all weighs the same, and you know, we have steel panel material and everything, a steel cast iron engine as well, yet this thing is still going to be around 300 kilograms, which is almost 1,000 pounds lighter. So because of that, we need to add in just some really heavy safety just so we can get the weight a bit more up there. That's also going to decrease our wheel spin and stuff, which is definitely welcome. Gonna go progressive gas monotube and passive here. You're going to want to go for the comfort. We need the maximum suspension travel that we can get. A little bit of understeer, I mean, that's kind of what we expected.
Bruh.
This right here is the double shot Warden, and you know, honestly, I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's not a car made necessarily for its looks as much as driving your children to soccer. Am I right, moms? But, you know, it's pretty cool. The double shot Warden, this is the 2.5 regular unfacelifted variant. Looking pretty cool here. Even got a little bit of fog lights, which don't really work, but, you know, that's fine. Got the plastic wheels right here. You know you love it. Like half of this car is plastic, so that's pretty cool. It got the bumpers, you know, more than enough bumpers, and enough to survive a minor fender bender, if you know what I mean. We're looking pretty good, 145 horsepower. As you can see, still stuck with the 3-gear transmission, sadly. For the rest though, it's a pretty cool car. Also, let me know what you actually think of this, because, you know, I always like some constructive criticism, and then I can improve my builds for next time. And now we are here with the a lot more shiny facelifted version. I added some more flake, but I don't think it really did anything. It's still incredibly shiny, basically because now the front bumper is being painted. Oh my god, that is crazy. Definitely worth buying this over. As you can see, got some different headlights as well. Not really a different rear, except for the fact that we lost the ugly bumper there. Don't know what happened there. And we got this cool red seam, which you're gonna see pop through in a second as well, like really nicely. Not sure if I said this for the other one, but we do have a sliding rear door there. Obviously, these aren't going to open in BeamNG. I'm not going to go through the effort of doing that. I don't know how. I'm sure there's a way you can get that to work. I'm not doing it. Anyways, this is the EUDM 2.5 model, basically facelifted as well. This is 2003, as you can also see 6 years later. It's a little bit more expensive, got a little bit more power as well. So that's pretty good. This one's actually got a manual transmission and a terrible weight distribution. Didn't see what the other one's weight distribution was, but I don't imagine it was much better than this. Here we have the double shot Warden EUDM 4.4 V8 Special, which, as I said at the beginning, we were making a 4.4 liter V8 version. This one's pretty cool. As you can see, it's got a bit of camber in the wheels. Basically, it's like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's not even that much different. We removed the rear row of seats, we added a spoiler, it's all blacked out, which means that you can see the red seam there. They're a lot better. Basically, larger wheels and rims, and a bit of a front spoiler actually, which is pretty cool. Hood intake as well, which is actually something that the Soliad Lansdale doesn't actually have. Well, this version of the Soliad Lansdale, which I was kind of surprised about because I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, for the rest, honestly, apart from the engine swap and the looks and obviously better brakes and stuff like that, it isn't that much of a difference, but it is going to be very cool to drive. I just remembered that I totally forgot to tell you what this thing is even called. This is the double shot Warden. If you paid a little bit of attention, which I hope you did, you would have seen it there. And I was gonna make the funny joke that double shot includes America reference because, you know, it's a USDM vehicle in theory. Yeah, funny, right? Okay, anyways, basically we are here in Chinatown, I guess, very fitting, because that's definitely, out of all places in the US, I decided to spawn, it's Chinatown, of course. So the texture on the seats has been decided to change to white. No idea why, but that's alright. Anyways, as you can see, this is mine, and that's the Wentworth. It's Soliad, of course. Okay, Soliad Lansdale, right there. We are basically the exact same size, except that mine is a bit more square. Anyways, I can probably just all take these things. So for just a little turn around the block, I suppose, and then we'll compare them. Don't need the downshift because it's an automatic. Okay. Definitely feeling the understeer here, which is amazing. Not sure why we've got the ESC sign there. It only has ABS. It's not supposed to have any ESC. Oh, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? That's fine. As you can see, it drives amazingly well. It drives just about how you'd expect it to, right? Now is the big moment though. We're gonna compare this to the oh, we had the parking brake on. I was scared for a second. So you'll tell this one is a lot quieter. It's kind of just because I decided to save a bit of money on the muffler for the other one. So that's, yeah. Suspension tuning is definitely different on this one. And understeer is terrible on here too. Wow. So you know, you got understeer and understeer, but Jesus Christ, this thing is terrible. And we have the same amount of power too. This thing is just slow. Kind of cool car though. Cool car though. It's nice. So obviously we are better here. However, this isn't really the test. Here we're just comparing them, you know, checking them against each other. Definitely this one feels... Suspension is actually, I think, worse for once. BeamNG suspension is always better. It's gonna drive off. However, this time it isn't actually. This time we are better. I mean, obviously. Parking brake. So this is the facelifted version, which apart from a different color doesn't really look different in the rear. But it does from the side and from the front, so, you know, that's cool. Basically, oh, this one is a manual. Okay. Got issues with wheel spin actually, which is surprising because it would have been cool if I would have put maybe a differential on this one. That would have been funny. Anyways, it's kind of basic, to be honest. We're gonna have a lot of fun in a second. Maybe even just skip to that part because this is literally boring. I shouldn't be saying my own videos are boring, but check out the race. We're gonna be going on the automation test track with obviously the two best variants. So let's drive off here. Now this one immediately also feels a lot faster. Now in BeamNG Drive, it's actually a oh damn. Okay, it's actually a turbo diesel. This, but we don't have diesels in automation, so I don't know, threw something together. Which is amazing. We are this thing is terrible. It drives very bad. Well, I guess I'm just not used to driving the base variants of vehicles in BeamNG. Okay. And I'm a bad driver too. Anyways, boring part is being completed. We are going to be checking out the times on the automation test track. Here we are on the automation test track with BeamNG Drive's what is this? The Soliad Lansdale. And this thing is pretty quick. I'm scared about this one. We definitely beat the normal variants. Never mind, I can't drive either. This thing suffers from wheel spin terribly, as you can see. And understeer still as well, so does ours. On the automation test track with BeamNG Drive's Soliad Lansdale. And in a second, once we're done with this race, we're going to be comparing this against the time we get with our version. Now, both of these cars are pretty terrible. They both suffer from severe turbo lag, and they both have wheel spin issues, as well as suffering from understeer too. Now, I am also a bad driver, and I'm literally using mouse steering right now. Please don't kill me in the comments. This thing likes to hop. Wow. Yeah, that's right. I'm using mouse steering because I don't have a wheel yet. I'm buying one. However, it's not here yet, and I haven't been paid yet, so we're gonna have to wait. But we're driving right now, and we seem to be doing all right. Well, you know, the straight's the easy part. These turns are the hard part. Now, there's also actually something else pretty cool, and that is my Discord server. Just kidding, it's totally inactive, but you can change that. Basically, in my Discord server, you can download every single car I've ever made on this channel. That was almost cool. Alrighty, many tries later, I've finally been able to make it back to the spot where we died earlier. Oh my god, please do not. Nah, we good. That's just a little bit of time loss, but that's better than continuing where I was after I crashed, because only people who don't have time on their hands do that. Imagine. Anyways, basically, as I was saying, join the Discord. It's a cool place. You can download every single car I've ever made, including the cars in this video. If you want to try those out, import them into BeamNG yourself, change them, that stuff. Build your own competitor and compete it against mine. All cool. I'd love to see that. Anyways, as I was wanting to say, this car is incredibly terrible. Brakes, dead, hopping, loves to do that stuff. Cornering, what do you mean? I think it's never heard of cornering before. Anyways, a time of around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I hope we can beat that. Dude, what happened to the color on this car? Why is it like this? Anyways, quick disclaimer before we start. I have been shitting on the other vehicle. However, I never said that mine was good. Mine is definitely at least gonna be like 3 times as bad. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. At least we seem to be able to drive this. I mean, oh my god. Okay. This is not good. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I mean, I did just give you guys a disclaimer, didn't I? Dude, you know how wide these wheels are? Why is it still incapable of driving normally? Okay. Oh, the brakes are so much better though. That's bliss. He says whilst he runs himself off the track. We had a little bit of time loss with the other one as well, so, you know, we're probably not gonna win anyways, because what even is this? Understeer is definitely still a problem here. Let's see if we can get to a higher speed on the straight. I'm not sure what speed the other one got up to, but we're definitely higher than that. Oh my god. That was almost good. I just wanted to say here that this definitely took more than one attempt already, and I'm now saying that assuming that I'm gonna make it to the end. I've definitely not made it this far yet before though, which is, it's embarrassing. Oh my god, the low gears. What have I done? I should have just turned the spacing all the way down instead of still keeping it up a little bit. I'm just stupid and bad. Come on. Dude, what even is this? It's right now it's not looking like we're having a better time, although actually it could be close. Oh my god, we're actually gonna beat it, I think. Rare wheel spin W? Question mark, although actually I'm not sure now. Let's see. Where was the thing? Where is it at? No! Dude, we lost by 1.5 seconds. No. Okay. So, you know, the cool thing there is though, the difference is so small that I actually kind of build a good competitor. Now, very clearly here, I built a good competitor to the car. I definitely did not build a good car, though. But that's totally something different. If I would have actually tuned it well, then we would have won, obviously, because I always win. That's not true though. I've actually made other competitors as well. I've made one to the Gavril Roamer and to the Ibishu Covet too. Those are both pretty cool videos as well. I mean, obviously they're mine, right? They're in the description if you want to go check those out. That'd be pretty cool. Let me know if you would like me, there's basically 2 different videos I can make soon. Number 1 is making some Gambler 500 configurations of automation cars I've already built, or building another competitor to something, or just building another car. I guess, like, all these are possible. Please let me know down in the comments which one you would like to see. That would definitely be cool. Anyways, for right now though, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.